guys, and welcome back to my channel. And today I thought, I got some wet. Today I thought I would use some makeup products that I haven't used yet, also some that I just picked up at the store. They're not like really new releases, just stuff I haven't tried out yet. Some stuff of Makeup Revolution, some stuff of NYX. And at the same time I want to talk about Love is Blind, the reunion, because that episode just played on Netflix. They just brought it out. And it was just an hour, and I just watched it, and I just have some thoughts very fresh in my mind, so I thought I was gonna talk about it and do my makeup at the same time. If you like what you see, or if you're interested in my content, then please consider subscribing. I would really appreciate that, and let's just start with the video. Okay, I would definitely start with this Makeup Revolution Hydrating Primer, or Hydrate and Prime Primer. And the reason for that is because I have very dry skin. Everything else that I'm going to talk about or use, I will blend it in. So I'm pretty much just gonna prime my face. So yeah. Okay, so the reunion was pretty much, in a studio, kind of how they always do it. And it was very interesting. Because if you think about it, it's literally ever since some people were like left at the altar, you never really knew, what happened afterwards. Like, I mean, it's just interesting to me, and I really like this primer. It gets like tacky, like the milk primer. Yeah, you probably had like your suspicions about, what's gonna happen, what happened to them, or whatever. That's like kind of like obvious, I would say. So of course you didn't like really know what was gonna happen, right? So you just, I was dying to know, is like Damien and Giannina, are they still together? So pretty much in the beginning they ask them questions, who's like in a relationship and stuff, and pretty much, Damien and Giannina are still like they're in a relationship, actually after the fact that Damien said no at the altar, didn't want to marry her. There's that. Found a way back to each other. And I'm kind of upset about the video I did before, because I thought that was it and they would, never, be together. Because I thought Damien would just want to, kind of like, manipulate the process, and thought he would just say no to Giannina, and then she would just want to be with him after. I called him kind of dumb for that, but I guess, and I put way too much foundation. But I guess they found, their way to each other again, and everything was kind of fine. And that foundation is really hydrating. Kenny and Kelly is single. Kenny is in a relationship. He was very smart to, not take her back, because she even said that she thought they would, go back to each other afterwards. He was very embarrassed, and it was very humiliating for him. So I understand why he was like, nope. Yeah, he was very smart not taking her back. That is my opinion. So I'm guessing the most interesting about the whole like show, or about the whole thing, is Mark and Jessica obviously didn't make it. They're not together. Both of them are single. I guess Jessica started dating. But the whole show was so crazy because Amber decided to call out Jessica like she's a shicey person and she's fake and she's this, and she really, like, I was like, damn, because honestly it was the way how everything played down was just like damn, you know what I mean? Because she literally sat up there and in front of everybody, and everybody kind of felt like that was a little bit like too much, and everybody was kind of like looking sideways, and I don't want to have nothing to do with it. Even Barnett was like, damn, of course she's gonna do that. And he looked to the side, and everybody was kind of like looking on the floor, and she was just calling like Jessica out like she's such a shicey person. And I wonder where Americans have that shicey word, because scheiße kind of means shit in German. So I'm very like, I heard this like many times, and I'm just like, where did y'all get this from? Because y'all kind of speak in German. So shicey, where did I come from? But anyways, but she literally said that. My mouth dropped to the floor when I heard that. I was just like, because she was going in on Jessica, like, I thought we were friends, and I thought, you know, you was like a good person, and you just, you know, I didn't appreciate the fact that you just, you know, talked to me about Barnett and said he wanted to propose to you and stuff, and you kind of, you know, made me unsure. And I even said that in my first video that I didn't like that about Jessica, that she went to Amber and told her, like, you know, Barnett is fake and Barnett is this and Barnett is that, just because she didn't take the rejection well. Like, I really didn't like that. I didn't like that at all. Like, I always thought that, like, that was like so stupid. So yeah, Amber goes in on Jessica, and Jessica just looks to the floor, and she's just like obviously embarrassed, and she's just like, damn, like, why does this woman, you know, gotta do me like that? But obviously, clearly said from Amber that she had a problem with that, and I guess it was never really voiced like that in the show, that she actually really had like a lot of issues like with what was going on. So I really, you know, was like, damn, she really took that moment in front of TV to call her the out. Like, that, I was just like, damn, here we go again. So after that, Jessica says sorry, that she, you know, respects the relationship, this and that. She was served bourbon, and because she was served bourbon, that's why she was kind of, you know, acting that way, but she was actually, you know, acting out of character. So there's that. Now you can, you know, sit up here and say, I believe you, or you can sit up here and say, like, I don't believe you. You know, everybody, I guess, will have like has their own opinion, or will have their own opinion on that. So yeah, I wouldn't even know what to say. Like, honestly, like, she called her out in front of TV, and I was just like, damn. Like, if I were Jessica, that was actually the only thing she could have done, like, say sorry in front of everybody, in front of TV, so that she had said it, so that nobody afterwards can say, like, you're such a, you know, person, blah blah blah, because she did say sorry in front of TV. So, you know, now nobody can come and say, you know, you're this, you're that, because she said sorry. Or she could have picked a fight with Amber, but I guess that wouldn't have been like the smartest decision, I would say. So yeah, they kind of reflect on everything. That's a nice powder, not bad. And then Carlton and Diamond have been there as well. And then Carlton said sorry and all that. He said he was getting like death threats. And I'm just like, people, like, watch what y'all say to other people. Like, how can you wish death on somebody just because they behaved a certain way on TV? Like that level of immaturity, I will never understand. Like, watch what you say to somebody, because you never know what somebody else's mental state is. You know, how they actually feel, or like who they really are besides on what you see on TV. So that can like really be dangerous. Like, you can tell somebody, I wish you were dead, and then that person, you know, commits suicide. Like, there's nothing to joke around, or like, watch your words. Like, I always think that, like, if you talk to somebody, think of what you say and how you word it, because you never know how a person takes it. And even when you are like, for real, like, when you're really like, you know, if there's no other way to understand it than as what you said it, then, you know, that shit can be very damaging. So yeah, I'm just like mind blown over that they, you know, receive death threats over there. Like, I'm just like, damn, like, that's crazy, because it is crazy over a situation like that to, you know, give other people like death threats. Like, what? So yeah, he kind of symbolically gives like her ring back that she received from him when they were in the pods and stuff, you know, when they got married, engaged to each other and stuff. Like, she receives the ring back, and, you know, they're kind of all happy and stuff, and everything is fine with them. And, you know, it was very emotional for the both of them. They kind of explained their situation, how it was just, you know, they also were acting like out of character, and, you know, they're not really like that. And this powder is amazing. Okay. It's literally the Catrice Cosmetics Glow Illusion loose powder. It's kind of like Translucent Radiance, that's what's the name, but it's kind of my skin tone, so I bought it because I need something that's setting my concealer and stuff, but still doesn't make me look dry, and I don't look dry right now. I'm guessing it's also because of the concealer, but I'm just like, damn, like, I love how my skin looks right now. I haven't been so happy with my skin in a long time. Okay, so yeah, they all just, talk about how what the experiment like taught them, stuff like that. They're happy about the experiment. Mark is still single. I'm not surprised that Kelly is single because Kelly just, yeah, she thought she would say no because she needed more time. Like, you can't bash somebody for their own like decisions and stuff, but still, it's just like, I don't know. I just didn't like how it felt to me like she was just leading him on. She kind of voiced that there were issues. Like, she kind of said she's not really attracted to him, but at the same time, I just felt like she was just leading him on. So I didn't like that. But like, we already established that throughout the show. So yeah, overall, I'm guessing they are all convinced that the experiment, was successful, that they do believe love is blind based on like that experience that they made. And I guess the most successful out of all of them is Cameron and Lauren, which I would have never thought. I didn't think that they wouldn't be like together. I kind of thought because Lauren was so undecisive, break his heart. So I was surprised when she said yes. But now looking back, I'm guessing they're like out of all of them like the most beautiful couple. I mean, honestly, if you think about it, it was only them two and Barnett and Amber who actually got married, and everybody else kind of didn't have a really happy ending when it comes to, being with somebody, because like I said, Mark and Jessica are not together and also not dating somebody else right now. Kelly is still single. Carlton and Diamond are still single. If I would look at Amber and Barnett and then at Cameron and Carlton, what the hell? Cameron and Lauren, I mean, then, I see a very big future with them. Like, I could see Barnett and Amber, like separating at some point, but I do feel like for some reason that Cameron and Lauren, that they're actually gonna, stay together. So I really, like that. Like, I see a potential like future. It's not like I'm just sitting there thinking like, they even, talked about how they got a puppy and stuff, and they called the puppy Sparks, and that was like the cutest but also like the most cheesiest thing ever, because like they made like the sparks that they had between them, and they just got a puppy, and that was really like cheesy. Yeah, I'm just not the type of person, so can't relate. So overall, it was a good show. Like, I can't wait for them to actually bring out like more seasons of that, because to me it's just like, it's very interesting to see more people, not just them, because those were pretty much just like the first one, so they're gonna be like the OGs. I will always watch it. Like, I would never sit and be like, oh, Love is Blind, that shit again. Like, maybe after 15 seasons, but I feel like overall they could bring out like another, I don't know, 2-3 seasons. And also what I wanted to say is like, I really like the fact that everybody's actually able to now see. Amber was working as a cocktail waitress, and Mark Barnett didn't like it. So that's kind of why she then ended up being, financially like depending on him, which she said that was new to her. Like, she never experienced something like that. So I don't know. It like the show made it seem like she wasn't really financially stable before, and that she then jumped into the marriage and she just kind of wanted, Barnett to take care of her, which I highly criticized, because I was just like, I just can't relate to that, first of all. I mean, if a man is okay with that, if a man is like, oh, I want to take care of you, but then I would question the man's character, like, why are you okay with that? That I'm not actually doing anything with my life, or like, career wise, like I'm not doing it. Like, then I would question, like, are you like a control freak? Do you need control over me? As in, like, you bring the money home, so you control where the money goes and stuff. You give me money, and it's like, it's not like we are rich, so you have your credit card and you just go. It wouldn't be like that. Like, in a lot of situations is how I feel. It just wouldn't be like that. So I did witness in like, not family, but like people I know, that she was not working. She was home with the kids. And he was the one who was working in a company. So he would, have the more income than her. When it comes to buying food and providing, she would, have to tell him, I need money for, I don't know, this and that and a third. And then he would, give her the money. I wouldn't like that. I wouldn't like, if I want to go to the store and buy something, I want to be able to just, you know, grab out my card and I don't really have to, especially when I'm making my money, my own money, that I don't really have to like justify, oh yeah, I bought this and that. Like I like that idea of being like financially like free, as in like when I spend money, it's not somebody else's money. So like it's kind of like it's my money. So what are you gonna tell me, right? So that's what I was criticizing in the beginning, because I thought Amber would just be like, I'm just gonna stay home and you just gonna bring home the money. And I mean, I guess that will be like that when they have kids, which they didn't talk in the show about. If, you know, they will have kids, they kind of asked like Cameron and Lauren, but they said, yeah, in the future, like they really, you know, think in the future they will have children, but right now they just have like the puppy. And so now, like seeing them in the reunion, Cameron and Lauren, I really like them as a couple. It's not like I wasn't rooting for them before, but I'm also very proud of Damon and Giannina that they actually managed to work everything out, because it was very drastic. And now it explains why he was crying like that in front of the altar. Like, why was he crying like that? Because he expected Giannina to say no, and she said, of course I do. And they were able to, you know, still be together, because the way how impulsive and how from 0 to 100 like that, the way how Giannina kind of was, I thought he just would be like this calm person who just kind of like, you know, he kind of looks like a businessman and stuff. So I, you know, I just didn't expect that they would be anything, honestly, because like I said, I just felt like they were too different. I also thought she was maybe like too immature, and yeah, he was just, you know, he kind of did manipulate the experiment though. He even said like he stands by the choice he made. Like he would, you know, choose the same decision again because it brought him to the place where they're at right now. So obviously they are in a very good place. Considering how young she is, should have expected that. I mean, I'm not old or whatever, but I do know a thing or two, and I'm convinced, just only because it didn't, you know, work out in the beginning and like under the conditions as the show was, I still feel like, you know, it can work out. Just didn't work out for Kelly because, you know, she's still alone. And I feel like honestly Jessica is going to stay alone too. She just, even if that was out of character in her age, honestly, she was served bourbon. You're 34 years old. Say no. If you know you can't stomach it, like as a very tiny and petite person as she is. Yeah. I did like the apology that she gave to Amber. I obviously knew Amber's probably somebody who's holding grudges, so she was like dramatic as she is. She, you know, accepts the intent of the apology, but she's just not there yet to like accept it. You know what I mean? I'm very happy for those who, you know, stay together. Like, you know, Robert Welsh on YouTube, go check him out. He's a good channel to watch. He does Monday Ghost Stories where people, his, you know, supporters and stuff, send him their ghost stories and he reads them to us, and he finds them, you know, very entertaining. Like actually everybody, you know, finds them very entertaining, and they're really good. And the stuff that I read or hear on that is just, I would shit my pants if that stuff would be happening to me. I would literally shit my pants. And I'm sorry for completely drifting off and like jumping from one subject to the next, but yeah, I just did want to use this. It is very nice. It has like that little shift to it where it's almost like turquoise purpley. Like it's very nice. Like I do like it. Okay, so I'm almost done. I'm done talking about Love is Blind, obviously. So I'm definitely going to, and I did buy this new liner. It is not really a new liner, but it is that Hyper Easy from Maybelline New York. Oh my god, I would have never thought in my life to buy this type of liner. Like I would have never bought a Maybelline liner, honestly. I would never. It's not like my brand. Like Maybelline doesn't really have a lot to offer to me. So I'm pretty much just gonna tell you now what I used. I did use that Revolution Conceal and Hydrate Radiance Foundation in F12. I really like this one. I shouldn't have used as much as I did. Like I think I used 2 pumps and my face was all greasy and all full of hydration, but this is like the type of foundation I need. I do like the regular one. I also have the regular one in F12, so it is the same shade, but this one is just way more hydrating. Then I did use the Catrice Glow Illusion powder, loose powder, in the shade Translucent Radiance. I love this powder to set my whole face with. I will definitely use this more. It is very affordable. I also tried the NYX Tame and Frame Tinted Brow Pomade. I never really used these before because I do have brows. I don't really have to draw them on. But I was just, curious how do they perform and stuff. And I like it, but it will definitely not be something that I will always reach for. Like, I do like my brow pencils to draw on my brows real fast, fill them in or whatever. What else did I use? I didn't even use that glitter palette. I'm just realizing that now. Should I use like a... Oh, that's beautiful. This gives me a makeup look idea. Oh yeah, that just gave the look like a whole different... What? Beautiful. Can you see that? Oh hell yeah. Yeah, I already loved this palette, so yeah. Oh yeah, the primer, I was very, very positive, like surprised about that primer. It is very tacky, but it is hydrating. That's why I feel like with all these products I use today, that my skin just looks so good. Like, I will get close. Skin normally looks like drier than that. I didn't even use setting spray yet, so yeah, if I set it with setting spray, it would probably all melt together and would look way better. But I'm very happy about how everything turned out. I hope I showed some more personality in my videos, because I tend to just do like my makeup and then I edit it and then I explain what I... Like I said, yeah, I hope I showed some more, personality. If you want to see videos like this more, just let me know. Put thumbs up, comment down below, whatever you want to do. Please consider subscribing. It would really make me happy. I love the fact that people are subscribing in general, and I also love the fact that so many people from so many different places find their way on my YouTube channel and feeling inspired of what I do and what I show them. And yeah, that's like just the best feeling ever. So just please consider subscribing. It would make me really, really happy. Follow me on Instagram. I will put it up here. And I hope to see you in the next video. Bye.